Wish I knew how to use a VOM properly. I'm pretty bad at 12-volt electrics on vehicles. I've got a slow drain on this Corvair and the sun's shining on my back, but it's a little chilly. Fall is definitely in the air. So they told me how to use this on the Corvair Center forum. I put it on the I guess I put it on the ADC scale, 200 milliamps, 10 amps. I'll put it on the ohm scale, that's for resistance. I better go back and read that. But what they did tell me to do was to put a light bulb between the positive terminal and the battery cable. So I took an 1157 light bulb, and it doesn't light up. But I definitely have a slow drain, because if I leave the battery disconnected, it doesn't go dead. If I leave it connected, in 2 days, she's dead. I'm going to show you what I found. If I can set up the camera, which I don't think I can. Take off the tripod and set it right here. And I have a peanut bulb connected to an alligator clip, which is connected to the positive battery cable going to the starter. And I'll put this on the battery and I'll shade my light bulb, and look what I get. I get the most faintest dim illumination of the filament. Watching? Pretty faint, huh? And that's with the alternator disconnected. I already tried this. I disconnected the alternator. If I reconnect it, it's the exact same thing. I gotta remember to run that nut down. My alternator's also not charging properly. At low RPM, I've got a discharge, so I may have a bad diode trio. I also noticed that little plug just popped out of the connector. That's a replacement connector. The old one was mangled. Gotta make sure those are properly engaged. So I'll disconnect everything. Totally isolate the alternator. And hook this up again. Shade it. See what we get. Same dim glow. Now which scale do I use on this? I guess voltage DC. DC 10 amps, 200 milliamps. No clue. And I'll set the camera maybe here. Nope, wants to fall over. I don't know if you can see that scale, but it doesn't move. At least it didn't the last time I tried this. No movement on the digital scale whatsoever. I'll put it on 200, which might be milliamps, 200 M, on the DC scale. Oh, wait. It just moved. Minus 102. I'll reverse these. That cable might have been touching the carburetor. My positive on my battery cable has been taped up. It melted for some reason before my time. Nothing. No, I got something. 1.6 on the 200 milliamp DC scale. 1.5, 1.2. It's all over the place. 1.6. See if I can show you that. $101.7? What? What? I'm totally lost. No idea what I'm doing. 1.5, 1.6, 2.1, 2.2, 1.9. I'm going to put it on macro. I know that sun's beating down. Resume. I know you guys are saying, do this, do that. I need help. Nothing I know anything about. Point 1, point 2, point 3, point 6, point 7, 2.9, 112. It's jumping all over the place. 101.5. Wonder why it's all jumpy. 99.5. I'm going to take off this alligator clip, which goes to the light bulb. I don't think it was touching anything, but there. 101.3, 100.3. That's funny, it was just at 1.5, 99.8. Yeah, what does that mean? On a scale of 200 milliamps, I've got 99, 98. What's draining my battery? It's not the alternator, that's totally disconnected. The wires are just hanging there. Don't know. Just making sure I had that biting into the... Oh, now I've got nothing. Should be touching. I cleaned those up. Yeah, I had a glow before. I think I resoldered these. They weren't soldered very well when I bought these Chinese alligator clips. No glow. Well, it was glowing before, so you tell me what's wrong or how I diagnose it further. Alright, found the problem. The light bulb wasn't well seated in the socket, so let's see what we got on macro. Yep. Dim glow. Trying to show you my thumb making contact. Dim glow. Something's got a slow drain. There's no clock. There's no radio. I should pull each fuse out and test it again. I gotta get a fuse puller. I already cracked the edge of the fuse box. Dumb me. And then I sucked the piece up into the vacuum. But I know where it is in the vacuum. Something else I'm going to add to the video with the slow drain. I bought this voltmeter at a car show. Plugs into the cigarette lighter, has a USB charger, 20 bucks. My alternator's not charging well, which makes me think that my diode trio may be bad. That is in addition to the, whoops, beep. Engine's idling a bit on the slow side. I have the timing turned back, but even when I rev it, the belt's reasonably tight. It takes a while to build up voltage. At idle it comes way down. I'm at idle now, I got my foot off the gas. Of course, now that I want to show you how the RPM doesn't charge much at low RPM, put it in drive. Well, it's not too bad. Turn the headlights on. 12 volts exactly. Not enough to keep the battery charged if I was driving in the winter, but of course I won't be. Still in drive. Put it in neutral. Doesn't come back up very quickly. Get a little bit of throttle. But we know the alternator is not what's causing the slow drain. Nevertheless, it's still on a little on the weak side. It's an alternator that I replaced when I was going to Musclepalooza in the spring. And I guess it's charging well enough. We'll worry about it in the spring. Boy, chilly. Won't be long before there's frost on the pumpkin.